Wake up in the morning about 12 p.m. Too much Jack and too much Jim. My head's still pounding like a big bass drum. I reach over for an aspirin, but they're already gone. Another crazy night in this cowboy's life. 'Cause I do what I wanna, do what I please, and all the bartenders let me drink for free. Everybody knows my name, and to me, you know it's just a game. Well, I get on stage and give the fans my heart, singing every night in a local bar. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. It's a day in the life of a hillbilly rock star. Now along this road there's a lot I learned, and everything I got I worked hard to earn. I give it all up because I love my fans, but if you don't like me, well, I don't give a damn. It ain't hard to see why people wanna live like me. It's 'cause I do what I wanna, do what I please, and all the bartenders let me drink for free. Everybody knows my name, and to me, you know it's just a game. Well, I get on stage and give the fans my heart, singing every night in a local bar. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. It's a day in the life of a hillbilly rock star. Roll into town, got a country swagger, keep the music turned up and got moves like Haggard. You can find us hanging out every night. It's a little bucked up, but we're all alright. Don't hurt to drink. Hey, let me hear you sing, and that I do what I want, do what I please, and all the bartenders let me drink for free. Everybody knows my name, and to me, you know it's just a game. Well, I get on stage and give the fans my heart, 'cause thanks to them, I'm a big old star. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. It's a day in the life of a hillbilly rock star. Hillbilly rock star.
tonight we are here with IWCR Gen 6 Series, sponsored by Lunar Gaming at the Tug Track of Iowa. Man, this is going to be an exciting race, though. All I've seen is a lot of guys slipping and sliding. Brandon Krutz in the booth with me. Hey, Brandon, how are you today?
I'm doing good, Rudy. Happy to be here at Iowa.
This is going to be interesting, to say the least. I can tell you that. All I've seen is a lot of guys slipping and sliding. So we're gonna have to see how this is going to go.
Rudy, good old short track racing tonight. A lot of slipping and sliding from these guys. Looks like a really loose racetrack.
Well, hey, the sponsor here, thanks to Lunar Gaming. Shout out here.
Brought to you by LunarGaming.com. Gaming doesn't know time zones.
There you have it, folks. Brought to you by Lunar Gaming tonight. And from what I'm understanding, Lunar Gaming has come on board for next season. So great to have them back next season. That'll be exciting for the league here too. That means this season here has been the first season in IWCR history that they've actually had a sponsor. This is pretty cool that they're re-up next season. So it's exciting news for IWCR for sure.
And all that means right there, Rudy, is IWCR did a great job of advertising Lunar Gaming.
IWCR
so,
and MaxSpeedTV.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, without these races being broadcast, there'd be no way to get them out.
Yeah, I do put I always put something on there, whether it's a link in the description or I play their little sound clip there or whatever. But always giving Lunar Gaming a shout out and thanking them for being on board this season. They've done a great job being a sponsor.
Awesome to have them on board.
Well, we're coming down to a minute away from qualifying. They'll have a kind of a lengthy qualifying here, but we're going to get ready here and step away and play our national anthem. As I get everything set up. There we go. Well, Brandon's going to help us here. Scott. Oh, hey, Scott finally made it. Yay, Scott.
Yeah, I snuck into the broadcast with you when you weren't looking.
All right. Brandon's going to hang out with us again this week, so good to have him.
Right on. Good to have you in the booth, Brandon.
Thank you.
Yeah, when we come back from the national anthem, I'll give everybody a rundown of the points with 3 races left to go, including tonight.
Yeah, it's coming right down to it, and just a note for all the viewers out there, the last race of the season is double points. Can completely change the whole complexion or the outcome of this championship just in that last race.
Yeah, I feel like I just got done saying this on Monday nights, but I'm going to miss calling these races with you, buddy.
Well, there's some things in the works, and, I talked to Randall a little bit. I just got done talking to Brandon. There is right now a slight possibility we may be back next season. I don't know. It's very slight right now. All right.
10-4.
Here we go. We're going to step away and play our national anthem. We'll be right back.
them out, guys.
And now, for the most famous words in motorsports. Gentlemen, start your engine!
And it's Lucha Libre style.
All right, we're back. Sorry, I didn't mean.
All right.
Didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good, man. We were just having a conversation about Lucha Libre. For all the wrestling fans out there. Mexican wrestling.
Wrestling.
High flying. Yes, sir. Believe it or not, Rudy, there are some wrestling fans out there in the world. And believe it or not, I guarantee you there's some NASCAR fans that are some wrestling fans out there.
Wow, shocker.
Yeah, right?
Well, here's a real shocker.
Anyway.
Thomas Brander on the pole.
Yeah, tell me about it. I got another shocker for you. He's the points leader coming into tonight.
Well, go ahead.
By 46 points. Yeah, he's got a 46-point lead over Spin Pearson, who's second. Nathan Sedlick's in third. He's 57 points back. So both of those guys, even though they're second and third, they're going to have to get to work and cut that lead down tonight. They're going to have to chop a big leg out of that. Daniel Smallwood's in fourth. Sean Medling's in fifth. Thomas Keen's sixth. Jeffrey Porter seventh. Charles Grant Jr. eighth. Nick Hunt ninth. And Evan Schroeder rounds out the top 10 in the points.
Galen Goodman breaks the second place here. I believe that was his first lap. Let's see what he can do. He's been really good at laying down the qualifying times and taking the pole here on the start of these races. So let's see what he does.
Yeah, the thing with Goodman is he's got to just get the car straight. He has issues with, getting mid-race and overdriving the car. And if he could just keep that thing straight, man, he'd drive that thing to victory lane every week.
Galen, definitely a fast driver out there on the track. And Scott, you have a point. There seems to be a point in almost every week that he spins out and he has to work his way back up to the front.
Yeah, it used to be a random thing, but now it's become an issue. Hopefully tonight he won't get bitten by the Iowa bug, because to tell you what, man, this place can either be nice to you or it can be real unfriendly real quick.
That is correct.
I love this place, though. Rudy hates this joint. Man, I love it when we race here.
No, I like it. I think it would be a great swimming pool.
Yeah, you like it about as much as I'm not going to say,
yeah.
But...
Well, I wanted to kind of talk to Galen here real quick. Let's get him up here and we'll talk to him. Galen, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Galen, every week, we were just discussing this every week. It seems like you have a good qualifying time. You go out there and you lead the most laps, and something happens to you, and you just you don't finish well. What can you done or have you done to try to make sure that that's not going to continue like that coming up on the end of the season?
Well, I think the biggest thing I can do is just completely is obliterate Thomas Brander on lap one. I think that'll be a good start, making sure I can get this race won.
I think a lot of guys would like that.
But no, in all seriousness, I don't even remember what my mistake was a couple of weeks ago, but I remember I made one, and that cost me my chance when I was doing really well. So it's all about staying mentally focused and staying sharp and doing my things right. And I got one of I think the fastest cars out here. All the RPM stuff seems pretty good, at least in comparison to what everybody else has put together. So, I mean, you just try to do the right things, and it's going to work out or it's not. But if I had the magic cure, I'd have won a lot more races.
We got our fingers crossed for you, buddy, because, we're getting kind of, and don't take this the wrong way, we're getting kind of tired of seeing you going out there and just dominating the field, and then something happens and you don't finish well. That's, man, it's just like, it just shoots us, we're like, no way, man, after a dominating performance to have a bad finish. So we're going to wish you good luck tonight, Galen. I hope and pray that this really works for you tonight. And stay focused, brother. Stay focused. Okay?
I will do. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. All right, one more I wanted to talk to, and I'm not sure if he's even going to run tonight, but he did qualify. Joe Roberts, you got a copy?
Hey, I got you.
Well, I guess the big question is are we going to have graphics card issues tonight?
I would anticipate that we are going to.
Oh, man.
Oh no.
Yep, I'm already having really strange frame rate jumps and everything all during practice. I'm not even good at grid. I just wanted to go and I was messing with a modified setup during qualifying. I wanted to see what the couple laps felt like.
Oh, man. Well, we're going to be watching to see, but if something happens, Joe, hey, don't be afraid to come up here and join us in the booth for a little bit, and we'll talk about it a little bit if you want to. But, you know, man, I just hope and pray it sticks together for you and you know, get you through this. Maybe the open array here, this isn't that big of a track, might not be as quite as demanding on it or something, I don't know. But if you're already having issues, that's not a good sign.
Yeah, last week when we were at New Hampshire, it never died until we gridded, and then we were going off the pace lap, and it died. It's just like it's so random and just does it whenever it feels like it. It's just I have no control over it. I don't know what's going on anymore. I mean, I did the DirectX 11 update, and now it just makes it so it's buggy. So now it just glitches in and out all the time. It's weird.
Do you think it could be a power supply issue?
No, my power supply is over a 1250 watt power supply, and it's if it degrades at all, I made sure that I got a huge power supply so that even if it degrades over 5 years, I'll still have over 1,000 watts.
Well, that's good then. All right. Well,
Yeah.
I wish you luck tonight, Joe. Man, we've been just like our hearts sink when we see you have that like that, and something happens and it takes you out of the race. So we'll wish you good luck tonight.
Thanks, man. It's boring and also just it stinks. I'm not at the front of the field anymore. It's just because of this stuff. So I really miss it, and hopefully, I mean, it holds together or whatnot. I don't know, but I miss actually, racing with everyone because this isn't any fun.
Well, it's not because of your skill level, and it's not because of your driving abilities. So we know that.
Yeah.
We know that it's all because of computer issues and graphics card issues. So, all right. Well, good luck tonight.
Thanks, bud.
I don't know. I guess I can't do anything here. There we go.
Yeah, it's a tough break when your equipment doesn't work, really, and there's not much you can do about it.
No. I just got a message from Stephen Pearson said, I'm so going to die in this race.
Oh boy.
Oh, man. Well, let me see if I can get him up here and talk to him real quick. Pearson, you got a copy?
I got you, Rude. What's up?
You're so going to die tonight, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
Well, you got a
It's
good
not going to be that
see-
bad, Steven.
You got a good
Did you see
qualifying
the-
time.
Yeah, well, yeah, but did you see the piss out there? Did you see everybody self-spinning? Not
Yeah.
pretty.
I know it. It's going to be a rough race.
And I self-spun myself, so I don't think it's going to be a good one.
Well,
this looks like a slick track.
just get the Budweisers lined up there, buddy. Get them all open so you got one open. You don't have to reach over and open one because you're going to have both hands on the wheel.
Negative. Drive one-handed. Drive two-handed.
I figured as much. All right. Good luck, Steven.
Well, I got a question for you. Being that you feel that way, is this just going to be like maybe half a sixer tonight?
I'm hoping it's a whole sixer, but yeah, it might be a half a sixer. It might only be one or two. Who knows?
All right, buddy. Go get him, man.
All right. You guys have fun up there.
10-4.
All right.
And Ross
Go ahead.
Cato just in the iRacing chat. Winner gets to buy Joe Roberts a new graphics card.
Hey, there you
Go get him, Brandon.
That's a good idea. All right, let's run down through the grid here as I get things started. Starting on the
That's the
pole.
least Brandon could do it for winning every week,
Starting on the pole, Thomas Brander with a 22.208. Galen Gidman in second. Jeff Porter third. Robert Edwards in fourth place. Jesse Schwartz starting fifth. Thomas Keene sixth. Stephen Pearson seventh. Joe Roberts eighth. Kevin Spalding starting ninth. And Joshua Schwartz starting 10th. Scott?
Tyler Stooksbury starts 11th. Jordan Churchill 12th. Sean Medling 13th. Ross Cato 14th. Daniel Smallwood, the last guy that took a time, he'll start back there in 15th. On the outside of him is Joshua Witherspoon. Bernard Person will start back there in 17th. Nick Hunt 18th. Mark Robertson 19th. Randall Drake starts 20th. Ryan McAllister starts 21st. Tom Serrato 22nd. Keith Schoner 23rd. And Brandon Kreutz is up here with us, so that'll do it.
All right, good deal.
Oh, there's a whole conversation in the iRacing chat about Joe's graphics card now. They're all joking around before the race, so this looks like a good sign. Maybe these guys will stay friendly with each other.
Well, that's a shame that Joe Roberts continues to have problems.
It really is, and we really want to see him at the front of the pack every week, but his graphics card won't allow it, and it's kind of a bummer,
Yeah, he's sitting in his pit stall.
Well, I know he wants to start safe, and not to get involved in anything out there and cause an issue for somebody else. Being it is coming down to the season finale here, and he's not in the chase, the points chase. So, yeah, I don't blame him just for one.
Yeah, he's not even in the top 10.
Well, this is going to be an interesting start here. Let's see how it goes. Who's going to dive into the bottom here going into turn one. And everybody going to be looking for grip on the track here at Iowa tonight. 125 laps are going to be turning. So, Scott, get them going.
That'll go by pretty quickly around here if we can keep her green. That'll be done in no time, actually. But if we pace all night, that could take forever. Oh, Friday. How you doing, Mr. and Mrs. Smallwood? You guys ready for some Friday night under the lights? I want to say hello to everybody else out there in the TV land that's tuning in this evening. It's good to be back here with you tonight, Rudy.
Roger
and
that.
you too as well, Brandon.
Welcome everybody out in YouTubeville.
Well, it's time to go racing in Iowa. Pace car makes that immediate left. And Brandner is on the lap, and we're racing here at Iowa. Immediately, Gidman dives to the bottom, trying to get in behind Brandner.
Oh, it's 150 laps. Well, they had
Oh,
125 on the schedule.
Yeah, they changed it on you, Rudy.
And
Side by side in turn number 3 for the lead.
Gidman's going to take over the lead. And
I love this.
He's going to lead the first lap.
I love this place because it's a multi-group track. You'll see cars all over the place tonight.
Gidman tried to pull a slide job. Didn't work.
Ooh, another spinner. A couple guys that have saved it. Wow. Big saves early.
Robert Edwards right there in third place, and they put a lot of distance on Jeffrey Porter in fourth place. Keene to the inside of Joshua Schwartz. I'll get that out right. And here comes Kevin Spaulding now looking to the inside of Schwartz.
Keene now getting past. Or Brandner.
That'll happen a lot here tonight.
I think Brandner tapped the wall right there coming out of turn 4. Edwards was looking to the inside, and he is going to pass up Galen Gidman with ease here.
Oh, not quite.
And Gidman got him at the line. Wow.
Gidman fighting back on the outside now down into turn number 1. Number 20 car, Robert Edwards to pass him. Gidman taps the wall just a little bit. Gidman ducks to the inside now. What a race for the lead right now.
Oh, he's going to slide up into it.
Oh.
No, man.
And Edwards will lead that lap. So he collects a bonus point.
Oh, we got one spinning back here down in the grass on the front stretch. Thrust Kato driving across the grass.
Oh, no. Poor Ross.
He gets it going, though. No caution.
Oh,
caution.
Gidman's going for the slide. Gidman
sideways
spins.
in front of the field, and we have a caution. The 94.
Oh.
We jinxed him.
Wow.
Let's go back and check it out here.
Typical start at Iowa. Wild.
Yeah, it broke loose on him going into turn 3. Right in front of
Very
Tom.
common here at Iowa.
Man.
That is very common.
What's the over-under on the cautions? You said 10, Rudy?
I said 9, but that was when it was 125
9.
laps. But
So what are you thinking now?
I'm going to think 12.
12, man. Wow. 25 laps equals 3 cautions, huh?
Well, Brander's going to bring them all to pit road. Well, I think I was a little bit shy on it. I didn't realize it was going to be this bad out here. You know, as far as it's going to be
ice
this
skating.
slick.
So Edwards decides to stay out.
Yep, everybody behind him is going to have fresh tires now.
And looking at the weather, it's just default weather. And they are at night. You'd think have a little grip out there tonight.
Yeah, IWCR always running default weather, so normally not a factor.
Medley stays out. Not sure if he missed his pit stall there or what, but he just drove through pit road. He didn't even stop.
That's quite odd.
Yeah.
Changed his mind.
Nope. I
See
think
if he
missed
to
his pit stall. That's what happened.
Yeah, that must have pit road.
It can happen.
Quite wild here.
Well, Brander comes out pit road first, but he'll restart second. Jeffrey Porter third. Thomas Keene fourth. Jesse Schwartz in fifth. Joshua Schwartz in sixth. Oh my God, the Schwartz brothers. Tyler Stooksbury. Did I say that right? Stooksbury?
Yep.
All right, start.
I'm guessing anyway.
Kevin Spalding 8th. Jordan Churchill 9th. And Daniel Smallwood now into town.
It's the first time I've seen Tyler here, so this is a debut race here tonight. Not too bad. 7th place so far.
Just to let you know, we do have the rivals out here on the track as Batman and Superman are rivals tonight with Daniel Smallwood in the Batman car and Thomas Keene in the Superman car.
And Scott, you mentioned a rookie in this series. A lot of guys within the past couple weeks got promoted up to this Gen 6 series from the Truck series. So a lot of starts being made in the Lunar Gaming series from the lower class series.
That's cool that they do that they have series like that where they can move them up and down.
Oh yes, I love. That's one of the reasons why I love IWCR.
Well, they're saying for me to turn my mic up. Okay. That's what they're saying in chat, for me to turn my mic up.
Well, you sound fine in TeamSpeak, Rudy.
Well, I did have
Sometimes
a little ways away from my mouth, but
Yeah, sometimes you come across a little low on the broadcast.
well, I got it pretty close to my mouth now.
Oh, we should get the one to go this time.
Hopefully I don't blow your eardrums out now. Yeah, we should get the one to go. Well, first caution out already.
I hope we don't see 12 cautions. I'm gonna stick with your number. I'm gonna say 9. I think 9's still a good number.
All right, lights are out. They're doubled up. We're going back racing next time by. Edwards in charge of this restart. Brandner on the outside with new tires. Edwards staying out there on 8 or 9 lap old tires. That's not that much.
Nope.
It seemed like he was hooked up really well the way he was racing Gidman there for that lead. All right, here we go. Pace car's in. Boy, and he didn't waste any time. Roberts was on that gas right away, and green as that.
Yeah, he was all over. As soon as that pace car made that left, he was gone. And look at this. It's going to cost Brandner a spot.
Yep, Jeffrey Porter is going to take over second now from Brandner. And Edwards continues to lead out here. He's been out here for 8 laps now.
Front of the pack.
We got one in the grass.
Now.
Mark Robertson in the grass.
Oh, man.
Still in the grass. Going slow across the infield.
Jeffrey Porter looking to duck underneath of Edwards now for the lead. Edwards fighting back on the outside. Close racing down into turn number 1.
Now we know Edwards has got the line, but he's on older tires. Porter could just drive right on by him. Porter's going to take the lead here.
Mark Robertson coming down pit road, Rudy.
They make contact. Porter goes around.
No caution.
Nope.
Contact down into turn number 1. That's what caused that.
Let me go see what happened here as long as we're under
He's still
green.
trying to get going. Now he's going again. Lost a lot of track position.
Porter was a little bit loose coming off of turn 4. It looks like going into turn 1, Edwards cut right down on Porter. Porter actually kept him pinned up there against the wall, not giving him any room to come down. So, I don't know, just one of them racing incidents, protecting that position.
Smallwood and Schwartz side by side for 4th place. They have been for about a lap now. They continue to battle finally. Oh, we got a wreck behind them. The 7, and I can't see who else that is.
Kevin Spaulding.
Man,
tough
they're
fight.
wild.
I seen that just as it happened.
It's March Madness, Rudy.
I'm telling you.
Speaking of that, how about them Irish earlier? Go Irish.
Oh, that was heavy contact. Caused that spin, too.
Yeah, right there, right in front of him. It looks like the number 7 just broke loose. Joshua Schwartz right in front of Kevin Spaulding, and that collected both of them. Now, I had minimal damage to him. Looks like Schwartz got the most damage out of that. He's got some nose damage on it. So, but all right, they're back up going here. Let's see if Edwards does come to pit road this time.
What would they run, like 2 or 3 laps there for the caution come back up?
Yeah, not very many.
That's one thing. One thing about what kills tires is heat cycles. So if you continue to get them hot, cool them down, get them hot, cool them down, eventually they're just going to be trash.
See any takers on the pit road. Edwards coming down.
Yeah, he's coming. I don't blame him.
Bringing the field down pit road.
That Pearson stayed out. He said, I'll stay out.
Gonna stay out and collect that.
Got a Budweiser. Yeah, I got a Budweiser in my hand. I don't feel like pitting.
He's good. He said no change on the volume? What? You may want to turn up your volume or something, because, man, I'm blowing these guys' eardrums out. Anybody else having issues with hearing me on the broadcast?
What?
I think a few people are, Rudy.
Why? I haven't changed anything.
That's very odd.
Yeah.
We hear you crystal clear in the TeamSpeak.
Well, Pearson stays out. Let's see if he comes to pit road. Yeah, he's going to give up that lead. That's going to give the lead back to Galen Gidman.
Old Slideways.
There you go, Slideways.
So I'm going to start calling him Old Slideways.
Who do we want to talk to?
Leave it up to you, Rudy.
Well, I want to talk to Randall Drake.
Alrighty.
Randall Drake, you got a copy?
Hey, Rudy, how you doing, bud?
Hey, good. I know we don't talk to you very much out there, you being the league owner. You know, we try to be fair to everybody. But how's your race going for you, Randall, and how's the car feel on the track?
Car feels really good. My race is going excellent so far. I'm hoping to not get wrecked. I feel like I've had really bad luck this season, so I'm kind of happy that I'm just cruising along here and trying to pick up a spot here and there where I can and not pushing it too hard. We got a lot of laps left to go here, so.
Well, I agree with you on the bad luck. You sure have had a ton of it this season, but I don't know where you're at exactly in the points, but hopefully with coming up on the end of the season, you'll be glad to get it over and start a new one here coming up in a few weeks. So it looks like it's going to be pretty tough racing out there. You think you'll be able to pass? How's the pass?
Well, my car rotates really well in the center. I'm using an old set that I kind of tweaked a little bit here, so I'm real comfortable making the pass. It's just a question of getting on seeing how it all does on the long run. But as far as the points go, I'm waving to the leaders.
Yeah, there you go. All right, good luck, Randall.
Thanks, bud. Thanks for interviewing me.
Yeah.
I was Randall Drake, owner of this fine league. And if I'm not mistaken, they should be getting one to go this time.
Yeah, I would think. Old Superman's going to be starting in third. Thomas Keene.
Let's hope he don't keen nobody.
Yeah, really. He's been having some pretty bad luck with that keening stuff lately.
Lights on the pace car are out. Everybody lining up, double file.
Get them going, Brandon.
Yeah.
All right. So as these guys get stacked up down into turn number 3, pace car will be turning off very shortly. Pace car made that hard left turn. Galen Gibbon on the gas. Green flag back in the air at Iowa.
Yeah, he was ready to go, wasn't he? I don't think everybody else was ready to go. They were all napping there.
Taking that nap. Boy, Thomas Brandon trying to stay right on it here. Into the inside. Robert Edwards looking to the inside.
Look at that. He just can't get that traction coming up out of the corner, though.
Yeah.
Lost a lot of momentum. Well, we got one on the wall back there, riding the wall. I think it's Jesse Schwartz.
Thomas Keene looking underneath Galen Gibbon. Not quite there.
Edwards.
Robert Edwards coming underneath Thomas Keene now. 3-way battle. Brander looking underneath Edwards for the 3rd position. He's going to get it. They're stacking up here, top 5.
Yeah, it's not much better back here in the middle of the field. They're on top of each other back here in the middle of the field. There's a wreck waiting to happen.
Edwards coming back on the inside of Brander again. Daniel Smallwood in 5th place. Batman trying to keep up with Superman up there. Those two being teammates. A little on-track rivalry amongst superheroes, I guess. What you call them, superheroes, right?
In honor of the movie coming out soon. I think this weekend, isn't it?
I can't wait to see that movie.
Comes out this weekend or next weekend?
Not sure.
I saw the advertisement for it earlier. I just didn't see when it come out, though.
Randall Drake running good. Goes into 6th place. Getting around Tyler Stooksbury, whatever you want to call it.
I think you're right. I think it's Stooksbury.
And Joe Roberts into the top 10 here. 8th place for Joe. We're keeping our fingers crossed, and hopefully his graphics card holds out here to the end of the race.
Wouldn't it be nice if he could get a top 10 or even a top 5? Oh, Brent! Keen goes around.
Oh, Keen.
He keened himself.
No. Yep.
That
We've seen that a lot this season, him doing that, them self-spins. He's taking himself out a lot this season.
Well, let's take a look and see if we can figure out what happened to Thomas Keen.
Looks like he got loose off the corner, and Edwards hit him, finished him off.
He got a little bit of a tap in the corner there by Thomas Brandner. I think that's what started it. And I think Brandner may have got a little bit of, he may have touched him and maybe got some damage on that. I'm going to rewind this back one more time, being as we're under green, and take a look at it from Brandner's car. Let's see what happens here. Because I can't really tell from the angle I'm looking at it here, but I think they did touch. Okay, looking at it in slow-mo. Maybe they didn't touch. Nope. But I think Brandner might have took the air right off of Keen right there, but Edwards coming along actually finished Keen right off. So well,
yeah,
he's hanging on to it though. He's back.
Yeah, he's still in the fight.
Oh yeah, 9th place with the damaged car, doing good though.
Caution on the racetrack.
Caution.
Oh boy.
Oh, that was close.
That looks like Keith Shaner going around. Oh, Ross Cato barely missed that.
Yeah. I was trying to see who it was that just barely missed him. It was Cato.
Just a self-spin by Keith Shaner. And that brings out caution number 3.
Yep.
Looks like Porter made a dive to the infield grass trying to avoid that.
Well, I'm sure pit stops are going to be in order again here. That was a little bit of a green flag run, but I don't know. Even Mr. Smallwood's saying that I'm low, but gosh, I got the mic right almost in my mouth.
Maybe it's just on the volume end of it. Maybe turn your volume up a little bit.
Well, I got it turned up. But,
How's it looking in your software settings?
It looks good. Like normal.
Huh. That's very odd.
Could just be the internet. We're all in different places, so.
All right, well, Ryan McCaster stays out. Still hasn't technically led a lap yet. McMaster, excuse me. Did I say McCaster? I meant McMaster. Looks like he may be coming to pit road here, though. Yep, he's coming to pit road. He's going to give that lead up to back to Galen Gidman again. Got a lot of guys on pit road already. Man, I'll tell you.
Lot of tires.
Decided to stay out.
Robert Edwards out of the race. Keith Shaner and out of the race too. Wow.
Oh man.
What happened to Robert Edwards? We missed that.
Wonder if it was that contact with Keen when Keen went around.
Yeah, he might have maybe just had a lot of damage or something. And could have been.
I was a hard contact, so maybe hard contact with the front of the car. So.
Yeah. Well, let me look at my settings here on my mic, but I. Didn't mean to do that.
Well, Well, folks, next Friday night, we got 2 races left this season. Next Friday night, we'll be in Miami, down at Homestead. Then the season finale in 2 weeks at Kentucky. And as Rudy said earlier, it's double points at Kentucky.
Yep, it's made for a lot of exciting point finishes.
The only problem is Brander's
points
in front of everybody, and nobody's really been able to cut into that lead yet, so he's just building right now.
Well, they did find a setting there now. I'm probably going to blow your eardrums apart. A setting that I don't somehow got moved, but hopefully that's better. I moved the mic back away from my mouth, and boy, it's just pegging on OBS here. Oh well, they can't say they can't hear me now.
That's right, Rudy.
If they do, just start yelling at him, Rudy.
That's weird. I wonder why that setting changed. It was the actual microphone setting that had turned itself down somehow. I don't know. It's weird. All right, we should get the one to go right here, guys. Looks like we're going to be restarting on about lap 38.
There it goes. Lights on the pace car are off.
Get them going, Scott.
All right, I can do that. I was hoping we'd stay under caution a couple more laps. I was watching the basketball game. Indiana's trying to hang in North Carolina, but I'll tell you what, North Carolina looks tough.
Well, this should be a pretty exciting restart here.
Well, they've all been pretty exciting since we dropped the green flag. I doubt this will be any different.
Oh, I'm sure.
Pace car's off. We are ready to go racing. Give him wait a little bit there, but here we go. Dives all the way below that yellow line. Trying to break that draft.
Smallwood right in second place.
Yeah, he did. He pounced right on that. Brander back to third. Look who's in fourth. Fireball Joe.
Fireball Joe, fourth place. He's going to take advantage of, if he can, hoping that graphics card holds up long enough. Maybe, just maybe, he can get up there and lead a lap.
Look who's right behind him in fifth place. Randall Drake having one of his best runs of the season here in fifth place.
Yeah,
I hope it holds up for Randall.
I was just going to say
Brander
that.
on the high side just loses a spot there. I think he might have hit the wall again there.
Yeah, I think he did tap it.
He's battling that car right now. Here comes Randall Drake closing in on Brander.
He might have made a setup change or something there on that pit stop that didn't agree with him, because that's not usually what we see Brander running like that. So whatever he did, he needs to undo.
Right behind Randall Drake, you got the newcomer Stooksbury. He's having a great run.
Smallwood got really loose and managed to save it somehow.
Stephen Pearson, who come into tonight second in the points, he's back here in seventh place trying to find Thomas Brander and get in front of him. Oh, we got one down off the pace. It's Keene, but he saved it. Looked like he was about to spin again, but he saved it. He lost a couple spots.
Keene not having a very good night tonight.
Nope.
Tom Serrato. Tom Serrato on the outside of him now in the Ragu machine. Ragu spaghetti sauce.
I think a few guys have been ragued here tonight.
Yes, sir. Ryan McMaster took a look there for a minute underneath Ross Cato, but boy, really backed out of it. Now looks like he's going to get passed by Joshua Schwartz. That's a lot. Joshua Schwartz. Say that 3 times real fast. And he gets loose.
Oh, into the wall.
Into the wall.
7.
So he's going to lose
that.
That's
a nice little lick.
Mark Robertson gets around, goes into the 16th place.
I like to refer to him as the Canadian Rocket.
There you go, the Canadian Rocket. Good call.
Oh, we got one in the grass. It's Keene. Back up from doing a little lawn maintenance.
Oh, Keene. Poor Thomas Keene.
Man, when it rains, it pours with Keene. I think he's in hurricane conditions right now.
Oh man.
Well, he's a fellow Floridian.
That's why I said that.
Yeah.
Here we go. Battle for the lead up here. It's getting dicey. The 88's wanting to get around the 94.
Daniel Smallwood right on Gidman's bumper.
All right,
Been a
Mr.
few weeks since we've seen Smallwood win one. He won at Talladega when they were there, but here we go.
He just caught the yellow
Side by
line
side.
right there.
Oh. Hey, dude. He's all right.
Yep.
Smallwood's still on his rear bumper.
Trying to put the pressure on Gidman.
Track looks really good out there tonight. Starting to get a little bit of rubber put down on it. And we're almost a third of the way through the race here, guys.
Yeah, we got quite the battle back here for 11th as Joshua Witherspoon is trying to hold off Schwartz, Serrato. Here comes Mark Robertson. Thomas Keene and Cato are getting into this. Strong racing back here in the back of the field.
Well, I know Mark Robertson and Tom Serrato, they're good race buddies, and boy, they love racing each other. They just love
Mark's
it.
doing a good job right now trying to move up the field. He's going to get another spot here maybe on the 27, but he's got Keene coming up, looking to maybe make a 3 wide. Keene goes to the outside and goes by Robertson. So Keene recovering a little bit here.
Back up front, Joe Roberts hanging on to third spot as Daniel Smallwood continues to battle here with Galen Gidman. Right now, Galen's led at the line will be 35 laps when he crosses the line here. Again, a good dominating performance so far in the race by Galen Gidman. And there's another one. We're going to keep our fingers crossed and hope he does keep that, doesn't have a bad turnout tonight.
Brander just let Randall go by. I'm not sure what that was all about, but Brander falling back.
Yeah, he also let Stephen Pearson at Pearson. Whoa, what a save by Stephen Pearson.
Yeah, wow. That was close.
He was almost sideways right there.
I think Brander's just battling that car right now. I think that's why he's letting guys go here. He doesn't want that to happen to him.
Yeah, I think he made a bad adjustment. I think that's exactly what happened right there on that last pit stop, because he was running a lot better than this at the beginning of the race.
Yep.
So whatever he did, he needs to go back and undo that. So Sean Medling goes into 7th. He gets around Tyler Stooksbury.
Yeah, Stooksbury's dropped back a couple positions. He was in 6th just a little bit ago. He's falling back to 8th.
And Jeffrey Porter trying to make his way back to the front. Led a lap earlier there, just snuck it in. And since then, he's just been kind of mid-pack in here.
And Thomas Keene trying to do the same thing. He's worked his way back up to 12th place and slowly closing in on the guys in front of him.
Well,
trying to get back into that top 10.
I think a lot of it is, if these guys would just kind of play it cool for about 10 or 15 laps, and, you get a little bit of, you guys know as racers that this new build here now, after you get about 10 laps in it, it seems like the car starts getting a little more stable out there.
Well, they've got more laps in this run here, so
yeah, that's what I mean.
I'm seeing more guys having unstability problems as the run goes on than I am seeing stability. I mean, some guys are, but there's a lot of guys that are almost losing it coming out of the corners.
Oh, this is also Iowa we're talking about.
Right, it's true.
Yep, the big community swimming pool in Iowa.
I'll tell you what, out swimming some strong laps tonight is that number 9 machine running 4th place. What a run by Randall Drake. It's good to see this, guys.
Yes,
it really is.
Oh, Banner sideways and spinning, coming out of 2 there.
Oh, man. And
guys are into him. Heavy damage now. That might do it. That's going to shake up the points championship, folks.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Okay.
Wow, and he's still sitting there on the wall. There he goes. Now he's got it running. I was going to say, is he going to have to tow? But there he goes. But heavy damage.
That thing just broke loose on him and went right around.
Yeah, it did. Man.
He was trying to keep it off of the inside wall. He's tried to steer out of that, and when he did, it come right to the outside. And he did collect Sean Medling. Jeffrey Porter's going to get a piece of that. Dang.
Yeah, that's going to shake up the points right there. That's the door that Steven Pearson needed to see open.
Absolutely. All right.
Because like we've been talking about with the whole double points looming, the closer you can get, the better your chances.
Leader bringing everybody to pit road.
He could chop off a leg here tonight. Man, that'd be awesome. And now he's got the opportunity as Brandner is limping to pit road.
All right, I'm kind of curious. Who did Steven Pearson promise to buy a case of beer or something to take out?
Like you said, Rudy, Brandner made an adjustment to where his car just went sour really quickly. So I mean, I would put it on the adjustment.
Yep.
If that's what happened, when something else happened that we might have missed too. He was into the wall earlier. He might have got back into that wall and maybe did a little damage to it.
And during that wreck, guys, I'm not sure if it's just me, but it doesn't look like Brandner ever locked up the brakes to try to keep it from going back onto the track.
Well, that's racing.
Well, just a note here. Galen Gidman, Daniel Smallwood go in 1-2, come out 1-2, and had exactly identical pit times, 14.3 seconds.
Wow.
So no gain, no loss right there. And also, third and fourth, Joe Roberts and Randall Drake, exactly same pit times too, 14.8 seconds.
That's wild.
That is wild.
Who you going to interview, Rudy? Who you going to jinx, buddy?
I don't know. You pick one. You pick somebody. I'll drag him down here.
How about Keene?
All right, let me drag him up here.
Which car is that?
There you go.
Thomas Keene. This is Scott Brinson up here in the broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yeah.
But tell me about them hurricane-like conditions that you're battling right now.
Well, let's just say one lap it's tight, one lap it's really loose, and right now we're just trying to take it easy. I mean, we've been trying to do that all race, just trying to ride, and I guess, up there with Galen, I just got a little loose and, collected Robert there. I'm sorry to him. I know he's probably not happy about that, so my deep apology go out to him, but that car's been good before what happened right now, so can't really give you any word on how this car has been because I can't really get a good feel of it yet.
How much damage did you have from all that? I see you still got a little bit in the middle of your rear wing there.
Yeah, I had 32 seconds of damage from it, and it's all fixed now. I mean, I kind of figured we're still some damage left, but speed-wise, it's not affecting me at all. I mean, I was asking Daniel, we're still running, lap times in the same area. Maybe he's a little bit faster than me one lap. I'm a little bit faster in the second lap. So, I don't think the car's hurt speed-wise. Maybe handling a little bit. Maybe it's a little bit more tighter now than I want it to be. But, we'll see if we can get this Superman number 4 back up to the front, and hopefully we can beat Batman up there.
Is that the plan? You're going to try to charge to the front?
Yeah, we'll try to charge up there, but, 90 laps around this place is going to be a long time. Although it's a short track, so we got to take our time and avoid the mess, and hopefully we'll pull in the victory, and hopefully it's not top 3.
All right, buddy. With them lights are out, we're going to let you get going, and good luck, man. Keep her straight.
10-4, man. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Very good. Well, let's see. I got to drag him back down here, don't I?
Yeah.
I got
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry about that. I thought I had a hold of him here. I had a hold of you. Sorry.
At least you didn't move yourself, Rudy.
Yeah. That was funny that night you did that.
Yeah. I have some issues with TeamSpeak. I don't know what it is with TeamSpeak. They just don't like me.
It gets a little buggy for me, too, sometimes. And I don't know why. But here we go. Pace car about to head in. It does. And Galen Gidman holding him back this time. And there he goes. Green, green, green.
Immediately dives underneath that yellow line to break that draft. Smallwood lost a lot of momentum there. He'll catch him, though. Look at that run Smallwood's getting there. He caught him quickly. Big run coming out of the corner.
Smallwood right in the back bumper. Galen now on turn number 3 into turn number 4. Smallwood ducks to the bottom. He's looking.
Guys, look at Randall Drake turning up the heat here.
Yeah, he is with Joe Roberts. Roberts just kind of riding here. Randall's right with him, side by side for the lead in front of him. And Smallwood loses his momentum coming out of the corner.
And Joe Roberts
Somebody
taking a
back there
look.
bouncing off the wall.
Joe Roberts taking a look on the inside of Daniel Smallwood now.
27's got issues. Man, that was close.
I'm trying to find him here. Jesse Schwartz. Oh, boy, This is a heck of a pack of card back here to have issues in,
Right.
I'm telling you.
He was just wiggling big time right in front of this whole pack of cars. He lost a whole lot of spots there. Man, that was close, but he got control of it.
Joe Roberts, 3rd place. We're not wishing it, but we're waiting to see if he's going to have graphical issues or not tonight. And we're knocking on wood and praying and hoping it doesn't happen for him, man. He needs a good night to have a good finish.
Oh, right behind him, here comes Thomas Keene. We just talked to him and asked him if he was going to charge to the front, and that's exactly what he's done. He restarted 8th. He's up to 5th. Keene on the move.
And look who's behind him, Mr. B there at the end, Stephen Pearson.
That's who he just got by for 5th place.
He's trying to make every attempt that he can possibly make now. Beans Brander did not have a good night, so far. Brander's just a few spots behind him, but he does have damage.
Yeah, he's managing it, though. He's out there still running in the top 10, so he's doing his best to try to maintain the best position he can and limit the damage.
And Pearson's just loving every minute of this because, he said he wasn't really happy with how the car felt out there on the track tonight and was going to have lots of Budweisers set up to celebrate that.
And if I know Steven Pearson right now, he's just riding, letting these boys up here race just to see what's going to happen because we got a lot of laps to go. We're not even halfway yet, so Pearson just taking it easy right now.
Yep, and Gidman on a rail here tonight, 54 laps out front. Hasn't clinched the most laps yet. And we've only lost 3 drivers. Keith Shaner, Robert Edwards, and Ryan McMaster.
That's not too bad. We're 70 laps into this thing.
Smallwood, he keeps taking that bottom line. He's going to wind up using up them tires because he's not getting the run that he should. And boy, that hurt him bad right there.
He is abusing those tires, and look what's going to happen. Joe Roberts is going to pounce on it. He's trying anyway.
That looked like a very bad corner entry for Smallwood there.
He's done that a lot tonight.
Yeah.
He's down there again.
And Gidman, he just cannot shake these guys, I'll tell you, man. He's got 4 or 5 guys right behind him that are just hungry for this win here. But they got a lot of laps to go. A long time before we see pit stops, unless the caution comes out. But 3 more laps, we're going to be at the halfway mark.
I think the hungriest vulture out of this bunch is the number 9.
Says Thomas Keene ducks below him to pass him.
Yeah, Keene's on a rail right now. He's headed to the front. Oh, he's going to slow.
Oh, wow.
Randall did the old over-under, though. He says, excuse me, I'm going to go back underneath it.
Yeah,
teammates fighting for position right now.
I don't think Randall appreciated that too much either.
No, probably not. He almost got keened.
Yeah, he just cut the nose of Randall's car right off.
Because Pearson, he's closed in on these boys, so maybe he does want to get a little racing.
Well, we are, next lap will be halfway here at Iowa tonight with IWCR. Well, thank you everybody for joining us here tonight. And real quick, I want to pay tribute to our sponsor for this season, so we'll let them have at it.
Brought to you by LunarGaming.com. Gaming doesn't know time zones.
All right, thank you Lunar Gaming for sponsoring this season here at IWCR.
Randall Drake just fell back to 6th place as Steven Pearson moves into the top 5. Drake trying to fight back on that bottom side, though.
Yeah, he's not giving up. It looks like he finally concedes to it, and he will just stay right there in 6th spot right now. Quite a ways ahead of Joshua Witherspoon, which moved into 7th.
Him behind Witherspoon, we got a battle for 8th place between Stooksbury and Churchill. Churchill's been putting the pressure on the last couple of laps. He just has not been able to get by yet.
He keeps trying, though. He's taking it right to the bottom again.
Jeff Porter closing in on these guys a little bit here, back here running 10th just behind him.
Brandner back in 11th with quite a bit of damage, and looks like he just tapped the wall again.
Oh, Smallwood almost spins it off at turn 4.
Oh,
He's going to lose a couple positions.
Yep.
Wow.
Keane and Roberts both get by. Could have been worse.
That could have been a lot worse, and what a great save by Smallwood.
Smallwood just needs to take a deep breath, gather himself here. A lot of laps left, a lot of racing to go.
And he has a really fast race car tonight, so he'll be back up there.
Rudy, I don't think we're going to hit that 12 caution number.
Race ain't over yet.
No, that's true, but we're going to have a whole string of them real soon.
All right, guys, well, give me 1 second. I got to step away for just a quick minute, so I'll be right back.
Well, while you're going to step away, why don't you crank it up for these people? All righty.
I'll do that here. Just give me a second, and how about we ride along? Let's ride along with Joe Roberts. What do you think?
How about Keane, since he's in 3rd?
Or Thomas Keane. Okay, we'll do that. I'll crank it up.
Keane might lose it here.
Oh, wow. What a save by Thomas Keane.
On board for that. Little dirt track on the Friday night dirt track for you folks out there in TV land.
What a show for those guys.
It was a good save, though. He didn't lose a whole lot of track position. He lost a little bit, but he's managed to hold on to these boys for the most part.
And he had his wheel cranked all the way to the right just to save that car. Keane did. Wow.
He missed it. He almost wrecked himself.
Thomas Keane almost took himself right out of the race while you were riding on board with him.
Oh, boy. Sorry, I had to step away for just a quick second there.
I'll tell you what, this battle back here for 8th, 9th, 10th place has not changed much. Now 8th is starting to pull away a little bit, but these three are just battling it up back here.
Well, battles are always good, but these guys are getting spread out around. They're getting spread out around the track quite a bit.
Yeah, Porter's about to make the pass on Churchill for 9th place right here. He's trying on that high side. He's going to make the pass. Churchill falls to 10th.
Meanwhile, Joe Roberts moves into the 2nd position.
Smallwood in 3rd. Keane back to 4th.
And look at Sean Medley. Here comes Sean Medley. Or no, they're passing Medley. I'm sorry.
Yep, Medling's a lap down.
Yeah, I just popped up there real quick. I didn't realize he wasn't up there.
Yeah, he's got some pretty heavy damage on that car, front and side.
We got a caution.
Yep.
Oh, and he's down.
Oh, my.
Joe Roberts. Wow, that was real close.
Tom Serrato getting involved in that. Let's see what happened to Tom.
Somebody get Joe Roberts some napkins. I think he's going to need them.
So it looks like that wreck happened between him and the 7 car.
Yeah, 7 got a great run off of the turn right there. It looks like he was going to try to pass on the outside, but I don't think Tom Serrato's seen him or whatever, but man.
Was like a racing incident there, Rudy.
Yeah, definitely. All right, back up front. Let's see if the leader's going to bring them all to pit road. I'm sure he probably will. These guys are definitely ready for 4 fresh feel-goods.
Oh, yes. Galen Gidman bringing them down.
That was a nice long green flag run they had there.
Yes, it was.
I kind of enjoyed that run.
That makes caution number 5. Yeah, you might be right, Scott. We might not make the 12 cautions.
I hope not now.
Yeah, but we might make the 9.
I won't ever hear the end of it if we do. Now that I said something.
You're funny. Well, this is going to give Thomas Brander a little bit more of a chance here to try to get some more damage fixed on that car under caution. But Gidman looks like Gidman changing tires that fast, man, and he's out. Sean Medling will get, he's going to stay out to try to get back on the lead lap here, so he'll be coming to pit road.
King came out 2nd, Joe Roberts 3rd, Smallwood 4th, Pearson 5th. Oh, Randall Drake. Man, what a showing Randall Drake's had tonight. Up running 6th place.
Oh, I hear you, man. That's just awesome. Well, who are we going to talk to now?
Coming to pit road.
How about we talk to, let's see, we talked to pretty much about everybody out there. How about Josh?
I was about to say about Witherspoon.
Yeah, let's get him down here. I'll let you talk to him, Scott.
Go for it. I'll let you have this one, Rudy.
Aw. Josh Witherspoon, you got a copy?
Oh, yes, sir, Rudy.
Well, good position right now at this point in the race here, Josh. How's the car feeling on the track?
Excellent. As I was racing this thing all week long, and it just felt like trash all the way up until race time. I was even working on it. We just finally threw our hands in there and said, what I got's what I got. And then come in here, and it's doing great.
Sometimes that's not a bad thing, you know. Sometimes you just gotta. It's all about the nut behind the wheel, as we say. You just gotta.
I like that. That's good.
You just gotta manage the tires and you know, make sure you back up them corners good. But you're doing a good job out there, Josh. You haven't been involved in any wrecks, and that's a plus.
Oh yeah, it's gotten close a few times, but I wouldn't expect anything different that hour.
Yeah, we seen there that last caution was really close to Joe Roberts getting a piece of that. And, you know, we're wishing Joe just to have a good night here tonight without having any graphics card issues, you know. And he's been running really good back up there in 3rd spot. But you're doing a good job, Josh. Keep up the good work, brother, and we'll wish you good luck.
I appreciate it. Hopefully break this curse even another race for you. Get that thing out of here.
Well, I hope I didn't bring on the MaxSpeedTV jinx to you, man. That's... All right, good luck.
It's going to be double worse now that you're talking about it. Oh, man.
Well, I broke it the other night, so hopefully I'll make it 2 for 2.
You did. All right, good luck, brother.
Good luck, Josh.
Thank you.
Good driver right there.
Should have talked about it.
I know it. I like Josh. He's a good guy. All right, back up front here, Galen Gidman. Thomas Keene going to be restarting on the front row. Looks like a lot of guys here are going to try to get back on the lead lap. Brander still on pit road. Yeah, that's going to put him a lap down. Well, unless... nope, I take it back. He made it out just ahead of the pace car. Ooh.
Out, Skull.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I can't believe he didn't get out before the pace car got by.
It's going to put him at the tail end of the lead lap, but he sat there and got a little more damage fixed up, and that's what he needs to do to be competitive and be a, you know, somebody up here to try to challenge Gidman for this win. 77 laps he's led, over half of the race, so that definitely clinches the most laps led for Galen Gidman again this week.
We'll see if he can finish.
All right, get him going, Scott.
All right. Pace car's off. And the aforementioned Galen Gidman gets on the loud pedal, and we are racing again at Iowa. It's been a crazy race so far. We've got 58 laps to go. Can Galen Gidman bring it home tonight? He has got a lot of guys behind him that are just as hungry. Look at this. Smallwood pushing Keene.
Man. Battle of the teammates right now.
Here comes Pearson. They're all wanting to get a piece now. Joe Roberts loses momentum on the bottom while Smallwood gets around. Here comes Pearson.
It is a freight train up here.
Randall Drake coming up here at 6th spot is Joe Roberts and Steven Pearson still battling. Looks like Pearson's going to win that battle.
Tyler Stutesbury trying to look underneath Randall Drake here. He can't get it to work. Witherspoon making the move on Stutesbury here, but nothing on that bottom end, man. They all dive to that bottom, hoping it'll work, and it's just not working down there.
Yeah, that's what it's kind of like. We're all like locked into that in our brains that we've got to take it down low, thinking that is the quickest way around the track, but it's where there's the least amount of grip.
Yep.
But look at this freight train. Galen Gidman's pulling, and he's got Keene all over.
There it is.
Over goes Galen Gidman.
What a horrendous crash. Upside down. It's all over.
I'll tell you what.
Down the track on his roof.
This is just what we see, it seems like, every week, and it's just no different this week.
It's getting sick.
Oh,
man. It's ridiculous at this point. He's got to be just completely frustrated at this point.
Well, he had it. It was about loose coming out of turn 4, and he got it saved, but going into turn 1, he got a little help there from Keene. Keene just barely touched him.
And the front end of Thomas Keene's car is destroyed. Galen Gidman went upside down.
Keene's going to have heavy damage.
So Gidman keened again.
You don't normally see a wreck this big at Iowa.
Well, that put Daniel Smallwood out in the lead now, and he leads his first lap of the race. And he's coming to pit road.
Once again, Galen Gidman is snake bitten. They all faked it out. Look at that. Witherspoon's coming. And some of the guys behind him are coming, but everybody else is staying out. Churchill's stayed out.
Well, I'll tell you, it's somebody we haven't talked to in a long time, but I don't even see him in TeamSpeak. Ross Cato.
He's up in the Hollywood Hotel room.
Oh, there he is. I see him. Okay. Make sure. Oh no, he's on pit road. Give him a minute. I don't want to bother him while he's on pit road.
I don't know about you guys, but I am still astonished at that massive wreck. That was
a horrendous one, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't normally see that at Iowa. I wasn't expecting anything that big.
I just feel for Galen Gidman, man. I know he's going to be ready for this season to be over.
Oh, man, I'm telling you.
He needs that fresh start.
Well, Ross is off of pit road. Let's get him down here. Ross Cato, you got a copy?
Certainly do, sir. How's it going, Rudy?
Good. Well, how's your night going so far? You've eluded a lot of the wrecks going on out there.
It's a bit of a minefield. I'm just trying to get my car tuned so it can rotate better. Just been real patient, letting guys go, and just trying to play a long game here.
Well, it's good to see you back in here for this season. You've had some ups and downs in this season. I don't know, kind of like mixed, but you've been running and finishing maybe mid-pack. What do you think? Has the strength of the field gotten a lot bigger here in the last couple of seasons since you've been around?
Yeah, well, since my return, we've gotten a lot of new guys who has shown a lot of skill. We had a lot of truck drivers tonight who just got promoted. So a lot of those guys are kind of flexing their muscle, but and I think I've kind of improved a bit since I've been back on iRacing. But yeah, we'll just see what happens. It's pretty crazy tonight.
All right, Ross, starting 7th place. Good place to start, and good luck.
Thank you, Rudy. Appreciate it.
All right, very good. And Smallwood out front. Mr. and Mrs. Smallwood got to be rooting for him right now. They got to be hollering at him through the house. Go, Daniel, go.
Well, same thing for Smallwood. Still got a long ways to go here. Can't even finish. It's easier said than done at this place.
A lot of big names taken out of this race so far, though.
Man, I don't even want to talk to Gidman or Keene because they're probably both upset right now at this point. But that was just a heartbreaker right there. You know, Gidman again this week leading the most laps, led 81 laps, and taken out. So tough break. It wasn't on purpose. I mean, he started to spin, and you know, no place for Keene to go. All right, 2/3 of the way through the race here, waiting on the lights go out on the pace car. Man, I'm all tongue tied here. That's some doggone pain pills.
Well, get us going, Brandon. It's your turn, buddy.
All right, I can do that. So, as I said before, a lot of good drivers taken out of this race so far, and Smallwood hoping to get something done here.
And look at Mr. B there at the end, up front row start.
It's going to be important for this race. All right, pace car makes its way off pit road. Smallwood now on the gas. Green flag back in the air at Iowa.
Joe Roberts looking to the inside of Steven Pearson.
We're 2/3 of the way through this race, guys.
Oh, man, Joe had to back out of it right there. Not sure exactly what happened, but Jordan Churchill making it into 6th now as he gets around Jesse Schwartz. And Jeff Porter coming into 8th. Witherspoon gets by Cato. And I think Churchill's starting to feel that down on the bottom. These guys are just driving by him on the high side, guys. So I think the race groove has moved up the hill just a little bit. Now Witherspoon goes around Churchill here with ease. That outside groove is working pretty good right now.
Yeah, I only see 1 or 2 guys down on the bottom, and it's not working.
Smallwood with a over 3/4 of a second lead off of Steven Pearson. Pearson in 2nd.
Tom Serrato sitting on the road.
And Randall Drake into 3rd. Podium finish, boy, I'll tell you what. There ain't a racer out there that deserves a good finish after the season he's had this year. This has been unbelievable for Randall.
There's something happened to Joe Roberts. He fell back a few spots there. He's in 6th place now. We missed that.
I think he tapped the wall or something there, but I'm not sure. I thought I heard something.
Yeah, he must have been the one they were calling out was in the wall. I couldn't find the car they were calling out was in the wall, so that must have been him.
Yeah, let's go down here and look. Yeah, he's got some right front damage, so yes, definitely.
And Keene and Gidman both took it behind the wall, and they're headed towards Miami.
Can't say as I blame them.
Folks, Homestead.
This place right here would make a great community swimming pool, so I don't blame them. Jeffrey Porter going into 5th. Him and Jesse Schwartz side by side, but it looks like Porter's going to come out the victor on that battle. Now Witherspoon on the inside of Joe Roberts. These guys are starting to turn up the heat a little bit here and get a little bit more racy here, guys.
Yeah, I think Joe might be feeling a little bit of that damage from getting into the wall, too.
He's hanging tough there on the outside. Witherspoon just can't quite clear him. Oh,
27 having issues again.
Schwartz up into the wall.
Almost like a tire went down, but it didn't. He's still going.
Man.
Wow.
Wow.
Exciting moment there.
We haven't seen that in a long time, Rudy. Remember when they first put that in? We saw that a few times, tires blowing out.
Oh, yeah.
We haven't seen it in quite some time. But there we go.
Oh,
99.
Porter.
Ooh. He comes back up. Oh.
Wow. Scramble to avoid him.
Too. Yeah. It's cranked up for sure.
Yeah, these guys are driving harder.
Almost sideways again.
Man.
He's battling that car every turn.
He's dirt tracking.
Matter of time. Yeah, it's a matter of time with him.
Man.
I think at this point his tires are gone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty much
those things.
Yep, he's cooked them. Yep. Smallwood in the lead. Well, Mom and Dad rooting them on. They got to be proud of their son right now. He's out in the front and has led 16 laps. He won't get the most laps led tonight. Galen Gidman already clinched that. All he's got to do is lead that last one, and that'll help him in the points big time.
Yeah, but a guy needs a big points finish too. He's closing in on his Steven Pearson's made up a little bit of that time.
Well, they're both kind of like, it's sort of like both of them are almost like in clean air right now because of the distance between them. So they're feeling that clean air that we always talk about, that's on the nose of these cars, because it's 2.8 seconds back to Randall Drake. And he's pretty much feeling it right now too. I bet you if you talk to them, they would tell you. All right, let's go.
Caution on the racetrack.
Number 6.
Churchill going around.
Oh man, he was having a good run. That's a shame.
Yep, but he didn't hit anything. Just coming off of turn 4, just spun out. All right, well, Smallwood catching up to the pace car here. Let's see what happens here. I'm sure they're all going to come to pit road at about 35 to go at the line.
Well, guys, we might just get it here before 1 a.m. tonight.
It's looking that way.
All right, let's pay the bills here, folks.
Brought to you by LunarGaming.com. Gaming doesn't know time zones.
Very good, Lunar Gaming. Check them out, folks. Lunar-gaming.com. Check out their website.
Always looking for new members over there.
There you
Just
go.
a great lounge around gaming community. If you're into video games, it's the place to go.
Now, who's going to win the race off the road? Can Daniel Smallwood get in and out of his box without any problems and maintain the lead?
Pearson come clear on down here. He's pit stall's a lot further down the line. Thomas Brander as well. Brander needs to, I don't know, he's got his work cut out for him with all that damage that's on that car. Unbelievable, the damage.
Smallwood's going to lose the race off the road. Pearson's going to get out first, and we have a new leader in Iowa.
Yes,
Mr. Be there at the end.
Mister, I need all the points I can get.
Well, Kevin Spaulding beat them all out of here, or I'm not sure if he pitted or not.
I don't think so.
I don't think he did.
And
He'll be out there on ancient tires.
He's coming to pit road.
I was going to say, he might as well have rocks for tires.
Be driving on the old wooden spoke wheels, Flintstone under there.
Exactly. Well, as you know, races can't be won and lost on pit road, and will that be the story here tonight with that lead change on pit road? But let's talk about third base, man. Randall Drake, what a run. I am glad to see the 9 have this kind of run tonight. I so want to see him finish this.
Well, guys, I think it's time that we talk to Daniel Smallwood. What do you think?
All right.
That sounds good.
All right, Daniel Smallwood, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Rudy.
What's the matter?
You're gonna jinx me.
Galen jinxed you. Oh, are we jinxed?
Yeah, you're gonna jinx me now.
Oh, man. Nah, who was it? Josh Witherspoon already broke the jinx, so the jinx ain't working tonight.
All right, that's good.
He said he broke it. This is 2 races in a row now. He's broke it. So I think the MaxSpeedTV jinx may be on the downhill slide. But anyhow, how's your car running tonight? Because it looked like a rocket ship out there in front.
Man, when we get that clean air, everything just pulls away. And, I mean, I can drive it the way I want it and everything. When we get out front, I mean, I don't know how we're going to be behind Pearson, but we'll try to get around him as quick as we can and try to pull away again.
Well, I know Pearson's probably got the steering wheel in one hand and a beer in the other hand. You probably got the steering wheel in one hand and a dew-shine in the other one, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
All right, good man, good man. All right, well, Daniel, you think you got a winning car?
Oh, yeah, definitely. After Superman got taken out, I think we got something for him.
Well, there you go. That's good. That's pretty cool. On-track rivalry amongst superheroes like that. Everybody's really anticipating this movie coming out, and it's good to see you guys sponsoring that. So, all right. Well, good luck out there, Daniel.
Yeah, thank you, Rudy. Let's try to go get a win.
And Mom and Dad rooting you on. I don't know. They're yelling at you in the house. Come on, Daniel. Come on, Daniel.
Yeah, they're doing it.
All right. Good luck, brother.
All right, thank you.
Smallwood.
I'll do my best. I'll do my best.
Okay. Pretty confident.
I think he sounds a little worried that you interviewed him.
To hear is just the disappointment on his voice.
Yeah, you can hear it in his voice.
Oh. Noah King in chat. Hey, thanks, Noah, for showing up. Hey, I don't care if you show up late, brother. It's just good to see you in there.
Better late than never.
That's right.
Everybody, Cato almost got into the back of Witherspoon there. Everybody trying to get caught up here on that high side.
All right, here we go.
Close.
Pace car in. Pearson. And there he goes. Green, green, green.
He waited longer than anybody had all night.
Yeah, Daniel
He
blinking
waited
a little
right
bit.
to the drop of the green.
Randall Drake, boy, he is, man, oh man, I'm just so impressed with the run he's having here tonight. Tyler Stooksbury.
How about the run he's having in his debut race, huh?
Yeah.
4th place, not bad. And somehow, I don't know how, but Jesse Schwartz has kept that thing together, and he's back up there in the top 5.
I know it. That's amazing.
Wow.
Well, he's possibly about to lose it here to Josh Witherspoon, but Witherspoon's trying, but I think he's finding out too, there's just no grip down there on that bottom. Sean Medling, folks, we haven't talked about Sean too awful much tonight. Now, he was a lap down earlier. If you remember, he's got a lot of damage on that car, and he's about to be passed up by Thomas Brandner.
Caution on the racetrack, guys.
Let's go see where it's at here. Ooh, good. Oh, right there. Kevin Spaulding going around. I'm kind of surprised that even brought the caution out, because there was nobody behind him. You know, it's kind of weird. But he gets it going.
Number 7, correct?
I believe you might
8.
be right, Scott.
Caution number 8.
Caution 8.
Yep. And we got about 27 to go. Tom Serrato is still sitting on pit road. It looks like everybody that's out on the track yet is still on the lead lap. 15 of them. So, been a good run for these guys. You know, we've only lost a handful of drivers here. Keith Shaner was the first one out. Robert Edwards, Ryan McMaster, Thomas Keene, and Galen Gidman all out of the race.
The old faker Ruski.
But Gidman does clinch the most laps led tonight with 81. Boy, and them guys, they skedaddled right out of TeamSpeak in a hurry, didn't they?
That's usually what happens.
Yeah, I think it's probably best sometimes that you just kind of like get out of here before you say something you may regret, you know?
That wouldn't happen, Rudy. In TeamSpeak, people cursing each other out, that doesn't happen in iRacing.
No, I've never heard it.
Me neither.
Spalding
At least not tonight.
Yeah, not tonight. There you go. We got to get it correct, you know.
Nah, we all know Iowa's about the self. Come on.
Brought to you
It
by
is, but it's always a little.
Gaming doesn't
And we
know
haven't
time
had a
zone.
lot of the helping hand tonight, but usually there's a little helping hand usually here at this place that helps out. But tonight it has been a lot of self spins.
Yeah.
Usually there's a lot of bump and banging going on. We haven't seen a whole lot of that tonight.
These guys giving quite a bit of respect tonight. Kind of surprising for a track like this.
Oh, we only got 2 races to go. Next Friday night, we'll be at Homestead, and then 2 weeks from now, it'll be the championship race. Double points at Old Kentucky.
Yeah, we'll be here for the truck finale race too, the season finale for the truck series, because I owe IWCR 1 race because I was off here a couple weeks ago when I had that epidural. But heck, this one here this week seemed to go a lot better. Of course, I was hurting pretty bad a couple weeks ago too with I had other back problems like a pulled muscle or something, and I'm just getting over that now. So I owe them 1 race, so we'll be here for the truck season finale, and that's in next week, ain't it? They're off by a week.
I'm not sure how their truck series runs.
Yeah, I think it's next week, Brandon, ain't it?
I'll look right now, Rudy.
They should have 2 races left, tomorrow night and next week, and I know they're off by 1 week.
Yes, you're correct.
Okay, so we'll be here next Saturday night for the truck season finale here at IWCR. We'll be crowning a champion, so you guys will have to tune in next Saturday night for that. But thank you all for joining us here tonight. Special thank you to iRacing for allowing us to broadcast up to the iRacing Live portal, and gets a lot of viewers. You guys want to tune in here and watch these guys run. And a special thank you also to Jack Davidson for all the behind-the-scenes work that he does to make this happen. So thank you, Jack.
Yes, sir. I want to send out a thank you as well.
All right, Scott, get them going.
I can do that. See if Smallwood's got anything for Pearson this time.
Oh, and I wanted to thank both of you guys for helping out tonight too. That I don't do that very often, but you know I mean it.
Oh, I know. It's always a pleasure calling a race with you, buddy.
It's always fun being up here, Rudy.
As Bob was trying to say last night, you're the John Madden of iRacing.
Alrighty then.
Pace car is off. And Pearson is on the loud pedal, and we're racing again. Maybe the final restart of the evening here at Iowa.
Oh, not the way it looks in the back of the pack.
Yeah, it's looking pretty intense back here. Oh, the 91 catches that yellow line. Jordan Churchill.
He got lucky.
Yes, he did.
He saved it.
Wow.
Ross Cato on the outside. Look at Brander trying to get as close to the front as he can. Still dealing with a little bit of damage on that. Has gotten a little bit fixed each and every caution. And
yeah, look at this. He's moving up.
Oh, they're 3 wide. 3 wide. Boy, he was like the meat in the middle of the sandwich right there.
Yeah, he thought better of that and got out of it.
Yep. Pass 1 at a time. Don't take it 3 wide.
3 wide again, though. He's on the bottom.
He's not going to give up. And I know his dad's probably watching. Hi, Tom. How you doing?
Man. And look at this, the 79 doing the over-under. He's on the bottom now. They're 3 wide again.
I'm telling you, this is intense right here. Oh, meddling up against the wall.
Schwartz off wall. So is Schwartz.
Man, I'm telling you, this is intense racing right here. Oh, they're going to get touched. Oh!
Big wreck. This is going to be big.
Oh, well, it is.
Wow. Ross Cato gets involved.
Brandner's involved. That's the big news. The points leader's involved, and I think he might be blown up.
Oh, man. Let's go watch. I'm going to watch right from Brandner's cockpit.
Nope. That's not Brandner that's blown up. It's Jeffrey Porter that's blown up.
Coming out of the turn right here, and it looks like they're pretty close. But going into turn 1, and they touch. Brandner gets sideways. I got to go back one more time. I want to look at this from a different angle just to see how bad they touched. Or how much they touched, I should say. Look at it from the right. Let's look at it from the chase view. Let's see.
Looks like just a slight touch. And then it was just Witherspoon not being able to bring it down, and he was up on the track, and guys had nowhere to go.
Yeah, because Brandner, there was no chance of him saving it, but I think Witherspoon could have. He could have, but Sean Medling had nowhere to go and got into him. And that's going to collect Jeffrey Porter into it as well. Oh, my. So a lot of cars going to be tore up on that one. Well,
guys, Steven Pearson staying out.
Yeah, you don't want to give up that track position right now. I mean, if he pitted, I would say the rest of the field probably would pit, but being he's staying out, and front 4 are going to stay out. They're not going to give up that track position.
Actually, everybody else did pit, Rudy.
Yeah.
Smallwood and everybody else pitted.
Yeah, the front 4 stayed out.
He's going to be in trouble.
Yeah, Smallwood now with 4 fresh tires. Oh, no, he only took 2.
Oh, he only took 2?
Yeah, and so did Jesse Schwartz. And so did Joshua Schwartz. Only 2 tires.
Well, with less than 20 to go.
If they were going in, they should have just taken 4.
Well, I don't know. What do you want to talk to somebody?
Sure, why not? Let's take somebody else.
Let's talk to Jesse Schwartz and ask him how his car's been running tonight. Jesse Schwartz, you got a copy?
I do.
Well, we've seen you sideways a good many times tonight. Is that setup just not feeling that good out there tonight?
This is quite possibly maybe the worst setup I've ever made an hour before the race. But I have tightened it up quite a bit, so it isn't snappy loose anymore.
Well, that's good news. That's good news. You're in a good position here, 6th place on this restart. Man, do you think you got the winning car now with that change?
It all depends if I can only pass on the outside, so if I get chopped off and I have to check up, I won't be able to, but if I get lucky, I might have a chance.
Well, the way these guys are racing up in the front here, I don't think we've seen the last of the cautions here tonight. So good luck out there, Jesse. We'll be watching for you, buddy.
Thank you.
So may have a winner, I don't know. Well, it looks like Jeffrey Porter has taken his car behind the wall now.
Oh, he blew up in that accident they just had.
That leaves 14 cars left in the race, and they're all on the lead lap.
Is this caution number 9?
I think it is. Let me take a look here. Yeah, caution number 9.
Getting close to your number.
That's right. And you know what the end of the race does.
We're on my number right now. Yeah, your original number.
I don't think we've seen the last of the cautions, to be honest with you. I think we're going to probably see a couple more.
Well, I hope we finish under green.
Yeah, I do too. Me too. Jordan Churchill starting on the outside. Kevin Spaulding 3rd. Thomas Brandner now up to 4th. Lights are out on the pace car. We're going back green. Brandon, want to get them going one more time here?
I can do that.
Okay. This might be the last time we'll see a green flag.
What a recovery for Brandner, huh?
Yeah.
But he is out there on older tires, so these front 4 are all out there on older tires.
Yeah, and not only are they older, but he did spin them there too, and you know what that does to them tires.
Oh yeah, it annihilates them.
He's going to be kind of playing it easy with them, and everybody from there back stopping and at least taking 2.
Alright guys, here we go. Pace car looking to make that hard left turn down on the pit road. And it pulls off the racetrack, and Pearson on the gas right away. Green flag back in the air.
They wasn't waiting that time.
Spalding blocking that bottom line. Look at Brandner drive around on the outside. Smallwood clears that from the bottom.
Oh, he just got freight trained.
Yeah, he did. Everybody driving around on that outside because he's stuck on that bottom.
Oh!
Ooh, the 25's that pass by.
Almost caught Randall Drake.
Yeah, he almost got whammoed.
Randall Drake almost got keened by Spalding.
Oh, Schwartz into the wall, almost caused a wreck.
Here he is on that high side, though. He said he passed on the high side.
Drake gets it.
There was a caution right there, and that's, man, tough break.
Ooh, they're still wrecking. Mark Robertson just smashed the wall back there with number 7 after that wreck.
Randall Drake got into the back of Brandner, and that caused that whole incident.
Yeah, make sure you watch it all the way through, Rudy.
Yep.
Because there was another accident after the initial accident with Mark Robertson and the number 7.
Okay. I'm watching Brandner now. He did close up on Churchill quite a bit there and had to left. And this was, Randall Drake got into the back of Brandner. Yep. Now, Schwartz was really loose, but that kicked Brandner right to the outside and right into Schwartz. And that will bring out the caution right there. But I'm watching here. You said Mark Robertson?
Yeah, Mark Robertson.
I
think he blew it up, too.
Oh, yeah,
Mark Robertson had a hard hit into the outside wall.
Oh, yeah, he got punted out there by the Joshua Schwartz. Boy, oh, boy.
Boy, tough break there for the Schwartz brothers.
Yeah, Schwartz brothers, man. All right, so that's going to do it for them guys probably. But Pearson, loving this. Out front.
Will he come down this time?
Large and in charge.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would want to give up that track position at this point.
Yeah, it's such a tough decision. But, yeah, you're going to have to stay out.
Because everyone else just pitted, so.
And caution number 10.
A lot of guys are damaged, and the ones that aren't might come down and get 4 Mr. Feelgoods here.
Well, the good thing, Scott, it's
doesn't look that way though.
Even if they do have one more caution, that would probably be the last caution of the night. But I kind of look for it to go green the rest of the way now. I think the field's gotten thinned down just enough, but the guys up front here are going to get awful racy. Randall Drake not pitting; he's got some significant damage on the front of that car. Smallwood lurking there with a 2-tire change. He did not pit on this one. Tyler Stocksberry, the newcomer to the league, trying to pull out a win here tonight, and his car looks pretty clean.
Yeah, he's right there, man. This is any of those guys' race up there. Joe Roberts is right there, too. Don't count him out. Anything could happen in these closing laps. Gotta remember, Pearson's up there on older tires, so he could drive it off into the corner and it not turn.
So we're on lap 141 now. Yeah, anything could happen.
I shut that off, huh? That was weird. Okay, weird things going on. Well, again, thank you everybody for joining us here tonight. We will not be around tomorrow night, but Sunday night tune in for the SRA race, Truck Series race. The Auto Targets Truck Series race at SRA, but we'll be there for that. Tune in about, 8:30 Eastern. We'll be going live. I'm sorry, 7:30. Excuse me, 7:30 Eastern. Next weekend's going to be a full weekend here at MaxSpeedTV. We'll be doing the Drag Kings will be back next week. That will be starting about 8 o'clock Eastern here on MaxSpeedTV, followed by, immediately followed by the IWCR Gen 6 race at at 10:50 Eastern.
Homestead.
And then we'll be here Saturday night for the Truck Series race, the season finale at IWCR. That will be at 10:50 p.m. Eastern Saturday night. Mark these all on your calendar, folks, so you don't forget them. And then Sunday night back with SRA again. So full weekend next weekend. Make sure you hit that subscribe button while you're here. We're trying to reach 1,500 subscribers so we can put on another big event, give away a lot of money. Scott, you won some money in that last event.
Yes, sir, I did. I answered one of your questions correctly.
I gave away money to people in chat.
I just missed being in the race that day by like 10 minutes. I didn't get home in time, but I did win some money out of the deal.
That's always good. I gave away $95 that day, and boy, I'll tell you, everybody had a great time out there racing.
Well, here we go. Get us going, Rudy.
Okay, well, hopefully this is the last green flag start that we get. Pace car's in. And boy, I'll tell you what, Pearson, he had to do what he had to do right there. He jumped that as soon as that pace car went in. Jordan Churchill in second.
I'll tell you what, guys, not many cars left in this race.
Oh, Drake. Oh, wow. There goes Roberts in the 46.
Big wreck.
Yeah, big one. Man, that was just everybody beating and banging off each other. And we will get another restart. We're going to get one more restart. We could get your 12th caution of the evening, Rudy. This is 11 here.
Well, we're going to go back here and watch us here and see what happened. This was just after the start. Randall gets into almost got into the back of Jordan Churchill. That's what started it. But if you look right behind these guys, they were racing pretty hard here. The 46 of Tyler Stuckberry comes into the turn pretty hard. Joe, I see what happened. He tried to miss Randall Drake. That's what happened, and got into the side of Joe Roberts. So, man, a lot of them. Ross Cato involved in that. Shoo.
Man.
Tough break for these guys. Nobody in the pit.
Well, either way, this next restart will be our last one.
Absolutely. And that does make 11 cautions. So I kind of figured that's probably what would happen if we did see another caution. But I didn't expect it to be that soon.
I didn't expect we'd get this many after, we ran so many laps. Now we've had a whole string of cautions.
Well, all the more reason to turn this track into a community swimming pool.
Nah.
Well,
not happening.
As most of you guys in YouTubeville know, iRacing does not have the green-white checker rule implemented, so...
Yeah.
I wish they did.
Yeah, I think everybody is wishing that, I mean, I don't know how they could do that. I guess that's a coding thing that they'd have to figure out, but well, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, it really would be. A lot of guys want it, and I think it would be good.
Well, it looks like we're going to get about a 2-lap shootout.
Yeah, you sit here and you think about it that, you think that how could it be that hard? But, in that coding and stuff to try to figure out how to do that, I mean, that's beyond that's about 5 pay grades above me. I don't know how you do that.
Me too. I wouldn't know where to start.
Nope.
But that's all it is. It's just, you just got to write it in the coding, just like they did everything else that they've written in the coding.
Yeah.
How expensive that is, and how much, or how long it would take
how
to do
much
that.
Time
I don't know.
into it.
I don't know, but
that might be something that they'll work on in the future. But right now, they got their hands full with this DirectX 11 thing, and working on stuttering, and who knows what
not on their top priority right now.
That's right. It's way down on the priority list.
You know what iRacing needs? iRacing needs monster truck racing.
Oh, no. Well, there is
that would be fun.
There's that new Steam game out. It's not Monster Trucks, but it's the Stadium Trucks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's called Automobilista. And I have it. I have it. It's freaking awesome. Look it up on YouTube and check it out, man. It's
Is it Is it realistic like those stadium trucks in real life?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I'm gonna have to look into that.
Yeah, Automobilista.
I'm looking for a game like that.
I think it's $15 on Steam, or maybe $19. I can't remember.
I'm gonna have to get that.
If the lights don't go out here, guys, we're gonna finish under caution. We're only gonna get a 1 lap shootout.
Yeah, the lights got to go out right here.
Yeah, they might have just shut it down.
Oh, lights are out. 1 lap.
Yeah, 1 lap shootout.
Okay, anybody?
No more cautions from here. We won't get that 12.
Nope.
Anybody in chat want to pick a winner out of this? Because I'm telling you, Pearson's going to be hard to beat because he's going to get the jump on this start, being he is in charge of the start. But boy, I'll tell you what, right behind him, you got Daniel Smallwood, Jordan Churchill, Kevin Spalding, Josh
Randall Drake.
Randall Drake, yes. Now Randall's got some damage, but you can bet right now that damage doesn't mean anything to him. He's going to drive the wheels off of that thing.
Nope. Damage means nothing.
That's right. No matter what, he's looking at a top 10 finish. So, what a reprieve for him.
Go.
Yep. Get him going, Scott.
All right, buddy. Pace car's off. And look at that. Pearson wasted absolutely no time. Gets the big jump.
They're stacking
got
up.
a good jump, too.
They're stacking
Smallwood's
up behind
got a shot. Yep. Smallwood's got a shot here, Rudy.
Yes,
He's got fresher tires.
He's coming up. I don't know if there's enough time.
Witherspoon blew up. Witherspoon blew up. Here he comes.
There's a big wreck behind him.
Here comes Smallwood.
And it's going to be Mr. B there at the end, bringing it to the victory lane tonight. Congratulations to him, man.
And I think
and the fireworks fly.
Look at Randall Drake coming across third, all blown up. Awesome finish.
Oh, what a finish!
Oh man,
that was totally wild right there. Man,
well, had it, Rudy. Drag old Pearson up here. I know you want to interview him.
Look at those pretty fireworks go.
Stephen Pearson.
What up, Rudy?
Oh man, congratulations on your win. I mean, tell me about your racing out there. I know you did not expect this victory. As I talked to you earlier in the race, you just weren't happy about the hookup here tonight at all. Did you work on the car any through the race to get it better?
No. When I took it out on the track, I didn't touch nothing. Just let it go.
Well, I'll tell you what, leading 36 laps is nothing to sneeze at. I mean, that's pretty good. Most importantly, the last one. So congrats on your win. And I know you've got some things you want to talk about. They're coming up. Now, knowing Daniel Smallwood stopped there earlier and did change tires, okay, were you concerned if it would have been a couple of laps to go, he might have got you, but were you concerned on that last lap?
Yeah. Luckily, I had a teammate on the outside of me there with Jordan, and we were kind of talking back and forth, kind of trying to decide when we were going to start this last one, because he'd been helping me those last couple of restarts, he was helping me. I mean, I was a little faster than him, not much, but just a little bit, and he was kind of helping, not hold him up, but he was just racing them hard for me, so... a couple of laps, Smallwood had it. There's nothing I could have done with him.
Man, I'll tell you what, well, it was a pretty wild finish behind you. Did you catch any of that in your rearview mirror, or were you too concerned about what's going on out the windshield?
Yeah, I don't think I ever looked in the rearview. Just watching the windshield.
There you go. All right, well, I know you're going to go celebrate, my friend, but anybody you want to thank before you get out of here?
Yeah, give a big shout out to RPM. Working on this setup all night. I mean, we didn't have a whole lot coming in. I think we used a setup from last, build before this, and we just kind of tweaked on it here and there. And mainly Kevin. I mean, this was his setup, Mr. Spalding, and it worked really good for me. I mean, I don't know, but Lunar Gaming for putting this on, IWCR, everybody. Woo! First A win.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what I'm talking about.
Well, this should put you back in the points lead again here, I believe, because it was kind of close. And the way you and Yeah.
He was 46 minutes back coming in at the night, Rudy.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a little bit closer than that. But anyhow, this will help you in the points anyhow. And you only got two races left. And, boy, I'll tell you what, if you can have 2 more races like this here, you could be looking at a championship, Steven.
Yeah, I would take that, but I don't know. I can't count Mr. Brandner out. I mean, he's just a beast out here. He's just a beast.
Yep.
Last race is double points.
Yeah. A lot can happen in that last race. Well, you started 7th tonight, bringing home for the victory. So we're going to let you get out of here. And leading 36 laps, Stephen Pearson for the win here tonight for IWCR at Iowa. Thanks, Stephen.
Whoop, whoop. All right, Rudy. Y'all have a good night, brothers.
All right. Scott, you got 2nd place?
Yes, sir. Daniel Smallwood, you got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you, Scott.
Well, Daniel, you didn't get beat up by the curse tonight. You fought that off. You brought it home 2nd tonight. Ultimately, you lost the race on pit road. Tell us a little bit about that pit stop that cost you the lead earlier in the race.
I mean, I thought we had a pretty good pit stop, and he just had a better pit stop than us. And after I got out there on those 4 tires, those tires were just the worst set I've ever had all night. And, I mean, they were so tight. I mean, I couldn't drive it or anything. It might have been the dirty air, but it was never like that in the dirty air before.
Yeah, once you got out, man, you just couldn't get any ground on him. You'd pull up on his bumper, but you just couldn't get that run out of the corner on him. There was no traction on that bottom at all. Didn't help you any, and he wouldn't get off the top. Ultimately, though, you brought it home 2nd, man. You got to feel good about that.
Yeah, man. Hey, we beat Superman. That's pretty awesome.
You were trying to knock off some of his points lead. You've done that. The last race is double points, so if you could knock off another big chunk next week, who knows what could happen with double points here in a couple weeks. Or are you still expecting to have a shot at the championship?
I mean, we're just going to go out and have fun this last few weeks, and if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. I'm not going to stress out about it.
Well, who you want to thank for tonight, buddy?
I want to give a big shout out to Rudy, and Scott and Brandon. You guys do awesome in the booth, and probably the last season with Rudy, so I want to give a big shout out to him, and got to thank Cheddar Records, Michael Gonzalez, Charles Jr. You don't hear no more, but still, I want to thank him, Thomas Keene, Calvin Troy, Zachary Miller, and Randall Drake. He had an awesome night. We ended his ranking streak, so he got 3rd. I mean, it's pretty cool. I want to give a big shout out to my mom and dad, my fans out there. Lunar Gaming too, yeah. Lunar Gaming, they're pretty awesome. Nationwide and Batman for letting me do this. I mean, it's pretty awesome what I can do with that, and running GH Paint Scheme every week, and just coming home 2nd and give a big shout out to Pearson for the win.
All right, buddy. Well, congratulations on finishing 2nd place tonight. We'll see you next week at Homestead.
Yeah, 10-4.
Brandon, you want to interview Randall Drake?
All right. Randall Drake coming home in the 3rd position after your season-long bad luck streak. How'd the car feel out there?
My setup was actually really, really good. It was good on the long run. I felt really good. I was actually pretty impressed with how well it handled. I never once felt like I was getting loose at all. I was kind of locked and loaded, so I felt pretty good about that.
Oh, that's good. You came across the line with a smoking car after being involved in that wreck. What did you see on the final lap there? What was going through your mind as soon as that green flag dropped?
My mind was still focusing on what happened with the 24 car. I actually have a ton of respect for that guy, although I know he's not exactly thrilled with me at the moment, but I did everything I could to stay off his bumper there. I don't know what happened in the previous incident between him and the car that was on the outside of him. They were going significantly slow, and I know there was a whole slew of damaged race cars that stayed out there that I was kind of a little annoyed with, but I understand it's late in the race, whatever, you want to try to get as much track position as you can and you stay out. But in my opinion, I think one of the few times that there was a shown of a little bit of a lack of respect from some of those guys that normally run up at the front that were damaged and a little bit off pace. I thought that was a little bit of lack of respect for the other guys who don't normally run up front as often. So from that perspective, I have a little bit of a different view. So I was kind of going back and forth with my thoughts on that, and then having a little bit of damage from that car. I didn't know how my car was going to respond from that point on. So I I know I got into Jordan a little bit when the first yellow flag came out, and then Spalding had a great restart there at the end, and he caught me at the line, a little napping. Actually, I wasn't expecting him to be as aggressive as he was, and at that point I was like, okay, I'm going to settle for 5th place here, and it'll be a pretty good night. And then all of a sudden, I guess Mr. Spalding and Jordan got together there at the end, and I had kind of nowhere to go, and I was just hoping I was going to make it to the finish line, and I wasn't going to get a black flag. So I'll take 3rd. I felt like I deserved, at least a top 5 tonight. But the way my car was set up, I do want to say a big thank you to everybody on Checkers and Wreckers, and I also want to give my shout outs to the guys on RPM, because the setup that I actually used, which is different from the one that Daniel and Thomas were running on, was actually an old RPM set. So I was pretty stoked that it hooked up as well as it did. So thank you to those guys.
All right, well, awesome job out there, Randall, and good to see you back on the podium.
Thanks, buddy. I was happy to be back towards the front. I feel like it's been a long time. So I almost actually thought Rudy was going to give me the curse there after he interviewed me, because Jesse Schwartz on the outside broke loose, and I swear I thought he was coming into me, and he held to the wall. So I want to thank him as well. So I appreciate Jesse for that, and also Joe. Also, I think he did that once or twice too.
You came across the line blowing up, didn't you?
I was smoking. I didn't blow up.
Yeah. So but you were smoking. Well, at least the Jinx waited till at the very end to try to get you, and you fought it off.
Yeah, I fought
Good job, brother.
I fought the law. The law did not win.
You know what we're calling that now? You had that max speed repellent.
There you go. I got some of Mr. Steven Pearson's fumes of Mr. B there at the end, and I must have rubbed off on my car or something. I don't know.
There you go.
Well, good job tonight, man.
I just want to thank you guys too. You guys do an amazing job. Really appreciate all of you. MaxSpeedTV, Lunar Gaming, thank you all for the amazing job. Lunar Gaming, thank you for staying on with us for another season next season. And Rudy, buddy, I'm gonna miss you. I really am. You guys do such a phenomenal job, and I know we only got a couple more races left, but I'm gonna treasure every moment. So thank you for the amazing job and the friendship that we've built over the last several years.
I second that. Likewise, man. It's just been awesome. All right, folks, we're going to run down through the results here real quick. Stephen Pearson coming home the winner here tonight. Daniel Smallwood second. Randall Drake third. Joshua Schwartz in 4th place. Tyler Stokesbury, the newcomer to the league here, finishes 5th. Kevin Spalding 6th. Joe Roberts staved off the graphics card issues tonight, but manages a 7th place finish. Good run. Josh Witherspoon 8th. Sean Medling 9th, and Jordan Churchill running up the top 10. Scott?
Ross Cato comes home 11th. Mark Robertson 12th. Jesse Schwartz finishes 13th. The points leader, Thomas Branner, tough night for him. He's won so many races this season. Tonight he finishes 14th. Jeffrey Porter 15th. Thomas Keene 16th. Galen Gidman, man, what a year he's had. It's been a rough year for him. I know he's wanting this season to be over. He finishes 17th tonight. Tom Serrato 18th, Ryan McMaster 19th, Robert Edwards 20th, and rounding out the field, Keith Schoner.
All right. Well, again, congratulations to our winner here, Stephen Pearson, which I'm sure he's probably already got a beer in his hand, guzzling it down right now. But
maybe even 2 of them.
Yeah,
one in each hand.
There you go, double fisting.
Doing the old Steve Austin thing.
I've done that before, double fisted drinker. So, all right, folks. Thanks for watching tonight, and we will be back Sunday night for SRA. Till then, stay safe and have a good night.
Have a good night.
Have a good one, guys.